What it is, people, it's your boy Doggie Diamonds. Another episode of Doggie Diamonds No Filter. Can't do no long intros today because we on borrowed time, so I'm just gonna get right into it. On the line right now, we got Poo Simms on the line. What's going on?
What's up? What's up? What's good, everybody?
Yeah, ain't
Definitely
nothing.
want to thank you for having me on here, doggy.
Yeah,
You already know.
so me and you have been talking for the past 2 weeks, and we finally got a chance to really lock in and have this conversation. You making you put some allegations out there, accusations and stuff like that. What is this something that you've been telling the people, or like how is this just something that just came out? Because I'm not really sure.
Nah, well, let me make sure we clarify things. First and foremost, for those that don't know, it's your boy Poo Simms from Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Max B co-defendant. Max B is also my family. His pops is married to my mom's.
Oh.
Um, I'm locked up out here in Jersey for this case that me, him, and Gina Conway all got locked up for. During this time that we got locked up back in 2006, Max was signed to Jim Jones, Bird Gang, Dipset, caught this case. The police came to talk to Max.
Hmm.
And Max B ended up cooperating with the police and assisting them with helping them locate Gina Conway. So that's what I put out there. And I put that back out. Like I said, we got locked up in 2006. I didn't get my discovery to the end of 2007, and that's when I put it out. I put it out in 2008. Put the paperwork out.
So for the people who don't know, what is a discovery?
Now, discovery entails when you get locked up, discovery is everything that the state has as evidence that they will be presenting or maybe not even presenting. It's just all the evidence that the state has in their possession. And the discovery has to get turned over to the defense in order for the defense to prepare a proper defense. So part of this discovery that was turned over to me was this interview report that Max B had met with the police and agreed to cooperate in the system with helping them locate Gina Conway.
So he never assisted them in anything against you.
No, not at all. Definitely want that to be clear. He never assisted them in anything in regards to me at all. They asked him what was our relationship. He told them what was our relationship, and that was it. Like, for those who don't know, I'm actually completely innocent of this crime. I was not even in Jersey when this crime happened at all. I got alibi witnesses that was never presented to the court, and some more other things that I'm currently on appeal with. But I had absolutely nothing to do with this case at all.
So how were you? If you could if you could say how you implicated, then if you had nothing to do with it, how you got placed on the scene, and I guess you took it to trial and you lost trial, right?
Yes, yes, got you. I'm glad you asked that question. Long story short, as I just stated, police came, questioned Max B in reference to locating Gina Conway. When they did that, he told me he would assist them and letting them know what Gina Conway was. They eventually ended up locating Gina Conway and arresting her. When they arrested her and locked her up, she was told that she would go home and that she didn't have to worry about anything. They let her know that she was found due to Max B assisting them and helping them locate her. So they told her, let us know what we need to know, and we'll let you go home. And Gina Conway implicated me and Max B in this situation. That's how I got locked up.
So what you did you go with you had a public defender or you had a paid lawyer?
Nah, not a public defender. I had two paid lawyers, two female lawyers from New York, Jennifer Bonjean and Courtney Black.
So what I'm what the audience probably want to know, how are you placed at a scene that you wasn't even at? Like how do you get convicted? Like how wasn't that
Okay,
able? Go ahead.
because what happened now is when Gina Conway implicated me, she said that she was with some individuals. Long story short, she came back and she supposed to had a conversation with Max B, and in turn, Max B had called me.
Hmm.
So by her saying that and putting me in the midst of that, that tied it together with a conspiracy charge. So they
Okay.
charged me with felony murder, first-degree murder, robbery, kidnapping, conspiracy. So when she did that and implicated me in a crime, they locked me up, and in my discovery, I found out that there was a person who survived from the crime. They showed him photos of mad different witnesses with my picture in them, several different pictures. He never picked me out. He picked out somebody else, and he signed his name on the back of it. Also, it was a person that supposed to have drove me and Gina out here to New Jersey, and they went and investigated that person. And they asked him, did he know me? He said, no, he didn't know me, this, that, and the third. They showed him pictures of me. He never identified me or anything. So they went off of what Gina Conway told them. That's how I got implicated in this situation.
So, if you know, where's Gina Conway? Is she speaking? Is she talking out? Or she's not saying anything?
She is home.
Mm.
Yeah, you heard me right, people. For those that don't know, I just said Gina Conway is home. She had agreed to testify against me and Max in exchange for 18 years, and she was told that her sentence could be lowered to less than 18 years, which eventually did happen. So she ended up getting like 15 or 16 years. She just got paroled in the summer of 2020. In 2019 to 2020, she was in a halfway house. So from 2019 to 2020, she was in a halfway house. And then in 2020, she got paroled. She's home.
And she's not out there saying Max B told on her, right? She's not saying anything?
Nah, she ain't saying anything because she is actually, like I said, on my Instagram, I started an Instagram specifically for this purpose and other purposes, you know, to educate a lot of young people that look up to this guy, that be believing stuff that Max said. I'm just trying to let them know, like, you know, that's not who he is. This is what he did. I'm not saying what he did is right or wrong. That's neither here nor there. For me, I'm just putting it out there. I'm putting the facts out there. That's it. So I'm just letting you know, young people that look up to him, like, you know, don't get caught up in this situation or believe him, and you know. So I put the information out there on my Instagram.
So she wasn't your co-defendant. She was actually she was
Yeah.
for the state. She was
No,
for the
she
state.
was my co-defendant. Nah, she was my co-defendant.
So all three of y'all are co-defendants.
Yes, yep, all three of us are co-defendants.
But then she ended up turning states?
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Yep.
So if he cooperated, why did he get so much time?
Because he went to trial. See, a lot of and I'm gonna break that down for you. Like I said, I put the paperwork up on my Instagram. My Instagram is @TheRealPoo Simms, and it's under the Jig Is Up. The Jig Is Up starts at part 5, goes up to about like 18 now. So
Okay.
I started this back in like August, around the summertime of 2020, putting this information out there. So it's all on my Instagram, like I said. Now what happened is, see, a lot of people don't understand, right? When you get caught up in a case or situation, he just because a person doesn't go to trial and get on the stand, that don't mean people be thinking that a person didn't cooperate or they didn't, you know, tell or this, that, and the third. When the police come and lock you up, usually they do some type of interview. They have you in a precinct or something like that, you know what I'm saying? So you get to talk to them before you ever get in the courtroom. And a lot of times guys, you know, choose to assist them or say whatever they want to say when they're in the presence of the police without being in the court. So this is exactly what happened. When the police came to look for him, they was asking him about locating Gina Conway. And that's what he did. He assisted them. He told them the address to where she was at. He told them where she worked at. Told them the locations that they could find her. They was going back and forth because they went to one of the locations and they wasn't able to get her, and they was having a hard time. So they told him we need a specific apartment number in the building that he gave them. And like I said, he had multiple conversations. I got the actual phone records that I'm gonna put out too. His phone number at the time. You will see from his phone number in the phone records him calling the police and the police calling him, going back and forth. That's something you can't deny. You know what I'm saying? You can't deny phone records. I can't make that up.
Him calling the police?
Yes. I know you sound surprised because I just heard the way you said that in your voice.
What?
Like I said,
yeah,
like I said, what happened is when they came to talk to him, Long story short, he was supposed to be in the studio with Jim Jones. They was in Quad where Pac got shot at. Jim came straight through his Nextel phone like, yo, where you at? You know what I'm saying? Like, I paid for the studio time. We waiting for you. He said, the police questioning me about some BS. Jim Jones responded, tell them niggas to eat a dick. You ain't got to say nothing to them. Tell them to call your lawyer, which is nothing wrong with that. You have, as everybody got a constitutional right to not talk to the police and say, yo, talk to my lawyer. So that's all Jim was telling him to do was invoke his constitutional right. What they did was they heard lawyer. They said, all right, well, look, take my card. If you got anything to tell us, let us know. 3 days later, Max B start calling the police, letting them know, yeah, I know y'all could find Gina Conway.
You have 60 seconds remaining.
He told them to meet me at the George Washington Bridge. They met at the George Washington Bridge. And from there, they was going back and forth calling each other.
All right, before we go, so if he told on her, when was he arrested? When was y'all arrested? So did they wanted her or they wanted all three of y'all? Because I know we on limited time.
Nah, they wanted all three of us. I'm calling right back. We ain't done.
Okay,
I'm calling right back.
okay.
I got another 15 minutes, so I'm going to call right back.
Okay, all right.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm on the line with Poo Simms. Just getting this information that he wanted out there. You know, I don't. This is for the audience to decide to take from it what they want. You know, I'm just doing an interview. You know, information is very, very key, very important. He reached out to me, and you know, I like to interview, you know, people who got stories. You know, whether I agree with it or not, whether I believe it or not, I do a lot of research. I do ask for paperwork. I do ask for stuff. So, yeah, he provided some things to me and given me some things to, you know, reinforce his story. Because, you know, I don't like nobody coming in front of me just, you know, blowing smoke and saying this, that, and the third happened. I'd be like, yo, it's just, you know, I went through that before. I ain't even gonna get into it. I interviewed this dude a long time ago, Forbes DVD, and he was claiming to be Pablo Escobar's son, but he never proved that he was his son. He just said it. And since then, I was like, nah, people gotta, you know, do a little bit more. So hold on, he's back on the line right now. We back?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what I wanted to know was, so if they was all looking for all three of y'all, and they had, and so why did they want her first? What was that all about? Because if they have Max,
Okay, they wanted her.
Max, go ahead.
Yes, got you, my bad.
Go ahead.
They what happened was when they went to this, they was called to this place where the crime happened.
Okay.
When they went to the place where the crime happened, told you the guy that survived who never pointed me out, they had cameras in there. They had surveillance footage in there, and it's a hotel, the Holiday Inn Hotel. So when they looked at the surveillance footage and they questioned the people that worked there along with the person from the crime, they gave them a description of Gina Conway. So that's the only thing they had at the time. So now when they get this description of Gina Conway, I don't know how, they must have put her face in like maybe the computer and her information came up or whatever. But when her information came up, she's from Baltimore. They went and questioned her mom's in Baltimore. Long story short, her mom's was like, I don't know where she's at. All I know is she went to New York with a rapper guy from Dipset named Max B. Now, when they go look into Max B, they don't have no specific address to where he's at. Only thing they have is where his mother is located at. So they go to his mother house. They question his mother. Listen, we need to find Max B because we're looking for Gina Conway and Poo Simms. They couldn't give him details of exactly what was going on, but, you know, they just told him that it's a ongoing investigation and they needed to speak to Max B. Max B mom said, look, this is where my son lived. You could find him here. And that's how they ended up getting to Max B.
So explain how he ended up getting so much time if he cooperated. Because if he cooperated, he didn't sign off or anything like, yo, if I tell y'all this, I'm gonna get this. Cause so how did that happen?
Nah. See, that's what people are under the impression with. They think that just because, like I said, if you don't sign some type of deal or something like that, you know, that a person didn't cooperate. I'm gonna just break it down for you real quick. That's like if the police is coming around in the neighborhood with the 1-800 tip sign and they saying we offering $20,000 to find Doggie Diamond for a crime that he committed, and I get on that hotline and I say Doggie Diamond is in the Bronx at this apartment X, Y, and Z, and they go find you in that apartment, that's not cooperating. See what I'm saying? See, a lot of people got this misconception of what maybe telling is, but any type of form, assistance, helping the police, whatever, is cooperating. It ain't got to be per se you getting on the stand. So that's what happened. When he did that, he told them where Gina Conway was. They locked her up, and he let them know, like, listen, I'm cooperating with y'all. I'm letting y'all know I don't got nothing to do with this, that, and the third. So they say, okay, cool. So they never arrested him at the time. Now, when they find Gina Conway and then she lets them know and implicates me and Max B in this situation, that's when they came and locked me and Max up. Then he decided, when he gets in the precinct, to invoke his constitutional right, saying, I ain't got nothing else to say to y'all. I want to talk to my lawyer. But he already gave Gina Conway up. See what I'm saying?
So, when he did this, they didn't promise him anything. He just did it, like, as far as because all of this is in black and white, though, right? Like, you not just...
Yep, black and white. Yes,
okay.
yes. Now,
okay.
all of this is in black and white. I got my trial transcripts. As I stated, French Montana was at my trial, right in the back row. Dane Grease was at my trial, right in the back row. Bunch of other people. So this is from my trial transcripts. And I'm definitely, you're going to have these trial transcripts too, Doggie Diamond. I'm going to get them to you. Like I said, I sent them to King Erna. I sent them to my guy, K.O. So Frosty from Brooklyn. Another guy, Keys, in Cali. So I've been sending them out to different people. Like I said, I just wanted to send them out to a legitimate source.
Yeah, so
and it's expensive.
So, next question. So when they're in trial, this stuff comes out in trial, this information?
Yes, because the police has to get on the stand. So he has to testify to this at trial, that that they had this dialogue and they was going back and forth. Then he read off Max B's phone number. He read off his own phone number. And as I told you, which is the discovery, the phone records are part of the discovery because they had to turn that over to the defense because the defense has to prepare for trial. And when I got these phone records, I looked. First, I seen the report where they were saying that, they talked to Max, this, that, and the third. So, I'm saying, all right, hold up. Let me make sure, check. I need some verification, some more proof. I got his phone records. And when you look at the phone records, it shows that he's calling the police back and forth off the cell towers and all that. You can't deny that, man.
So you said others was in the courtroom when this information came out?
Yep. French was in the courtroom. Like I said, he was coming to my trial almost just every day. This is at the time, before he at where he at now. He was Max B, was out on bail. French was up and coming, so they linked up, got together, and French, I guess, Max, kind of like showed him love, put him on the mixtapes and stuff like that. So he was still up and coming. He was fresh. He was early.
So what was the last conversation you had with Max?
Since, like I said, since we blew trial, before we blew trial, I put the paperwork inside of Hip Hop Weekly magazine, and I sent it to mad different people. I sent it to Prodigy, Remy Ma, D from Rough Riders, Lil Wayne. They was all locked up. Lil Wayne was on Rikers Island for his gun charge. Prodigy was upstate, mid-state for his gun charge at the time. Remy Ma was locked up for her situation. D from Rough Riders got locked up in Bergen County for a situation I'm not sure about, but he was in the county. So I made sure I sent it to all these people so I could get the word out. And I put it in the magazine. The only one that said something about it was Prodigy. He hit me back. I got the letter. That's what I put up on my Instagram at the real Poo Simms. He hit me back, and Max B had to go do like a show or something up in Queens. Long story short, I guess, he let it be known what it was. Max ended up going up there. He got hit side his head with a Hennessy bottle. They chased him out of Queens. So yeah, like this thing been out there. Like this ain't nothing new.
Got you. So at your trial, so Max was trying to say he had nothing to do with it. Did they split y'all trial, or y'all all was same?
Nah, no. I'm glad you asked that. I tried to get our trial severed. And that didn't work. They denied the motion. So me and Max had to go to trial together. So it was like I'm put in this awkward, crazy position because I ain't got nothing to do with this. And they wanted me to implicate Max B and cooperate against Max B and also against Jim Jones, because they was trying to say, oh, we know Jim Jones gave you the weapon that you supposed to have, this, that, and the third. So if you give us Max B and Jim Jones and cooperate, we'll give you a deal, let you go home. I'm like, listen, first of all, that would be a lie. I'm not doing that. I'm a man of honor and integrity. Two, I had nothing to do with this crime, so I would never implicate myself in a crime that I had nothing to do with. That makes no sense at all.
So you know that he has a very big fan base, as he should because of his music. Are you disliked right now? Are people like are people angry at you?
Nah, definitely, Doggy, definitely. You know, people upset with me for putting this paperwork out because I guess they didn't think that this individual would do something like that. They don't want to believe it, but all you got to do is you look my name up, man. I'm his co-defendant, and not just it's bigger than that. As I told y'all, his pops is married to my mom's. They got 3 kids together.
Oh, so
you know
y'all
what I'm saying? Like, I don't even talk to my family. Yeah, this is what I'm telling you. So I don't even talk to my family behind this. And his pops and his moms was telling me, oh, don't put that paperwork out. We supposed to be family, this, that, and the third. But as I stated to you, I'm a man of honor and integrity first. That's what I believe in. That's what I stand on. Family or no family. People out there's a lot of guys that wouldn't dare do nothing like that. They'd be like, oh, that's my family. All right, well, I'm going to keep it quiet and I ain't going to say nothing. I'm going to sweep it under the rug. I'm a different breed. I'm a different type of dude, man. I don't agree with what he did. And more importantly, he misleading people. You're not letting these young people that look up to you know what the real deal is, man. Stop fronting and let them know what the real deal is. That ain't you.
Has he responded to you in any way, any of these accusations? Because I haven't really. He might have, but I didn't really see anything official.
Yeah, he did. He did an interview with for Dawn Diva with Fayback from Dawn Diva magazine.
Okay.
And he never once said that his paperwork is not true. All he said was that I'm upset and I'm going through my own situation and my case is still open. So he really not want to get involved with that. He ain't really got nothing to say. But he did say that we family and this is a family situation and it's not for everybody. I mean, if that's what a person want to say, this is a family situation, it's not for everybody, each his own. Like I said, this, like, what he did, I don't agree with what he did, so I'm putting it out there. I'm putting the facts out there, man. It's cost me my family, other stuff that's going on, but it is what it is, man. I'm doing what helps me sleep at the end of the day, knowing that right is right, wrong is wrong.
So my next question is, how much time did you get?
I got life plus 35. Out here in New Jersey, life is 75 years. So I got 75 plus 35. Got 110.
Whoa. And so, but he was able to get his sentence reduced. How come that didn't work for you? You need new lawyers and everything like he got?
Nah. I got a lawyer. And I'm currently in the court. I'm waiting to go to court right now. The pandemic got everything on hold, but I got some real good stuff going on for me. So I'm just being patient. What happened with him is, long story short, his lawyer that was representing him was also his entertainment lawyer. And
Saluti?
You can't be both. You can't be a person.
Oh, wow.
Yes, Saluti. Yep. You can't be his criminal lawyer and his entertainment lawyer. So the issue was, Max presented to the court. He was telling me to go to trial. Saluti wanted me to go to trial because he said I could beat it. They didn't have any evidence on me. And in the midst of me beating this, it was people waiting on him like 50 Cent, Diddy, mad different people. You know what I'm saying, wanted to holler at him and do business with him. So he was just looking at it from a financial aspect, which was a conflict because he wasn't thinking about the criminal aspect. So, long story short, Max B was given relief that his lawyer, there was a conflict of interest and that his lawyer was ineffective because he never told him about a deal. They he said he could have got like 15 or 20 years. He could have copped out instead of going to trial, and his lawyer never told him about the deal because he was more focused on him winning the case so he could get out and do business.
What was your initial offer?
I ain't get no offer.
Oh, they just was like, you going to trial, that's it? Or they didn't even offer you anything?
Yep, I ain't get no offer. They had me down as the shooter. They made me out to be this ultimate bad guy. I duct taped these people up, this, that, and the third. So I never got an offer.
Oh, so they made you the main guy?
Yeah, I'm the main guy, yep.
And according to public record, they said Max wasn't there, but he ordered you to do it? That's what they're saying?
Yeah, they say he was the mastermind. He masterminded everything.
But you were the
So they
executor of
mastermind. He's saying,
you,
yeah,
and according to them,
exactly.
you were
Yep,
the executor of everything that he mastermind.
exactly.
Well, yeah, so they
Yeah,
not
yep.
giving you no leniency. They not even
Yeah, yep. But like I said, it's a beautiful thing. Like I said, I ain't been saying nothing, but you heard it first here in Doggy Diamond joint. They just passed the law out here in New Jersey for me, so I'm on my way home, man. So it's a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't settling for that. I'm completely innocent, so I'm fighting my case in the courts right now, and I'm waiting to get in there to get a court date. But this
So you
pandemic
wanted
got me hauled up.
expunged off your record, right? And you also
That's right. Exactly.
you want some bread too, not right?
I
You
don't even care. That came cool, doggy, but I don't even want the money, doggy. I just want to put this behind me and keep it moving with my life. You know what I'm saying? I got a daughter out there. She caught up in the midst of this. You know what I'm saying? Because that's like her uncle. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to get out there for my family, get out there for me, put this,
You have 60 seconds remaining.
saying, give back and just, keep it moving, man. That's it.
All right, so yo, man, the phone is about to bang. Thank you for calling in, clarifying some things. Hopefully, some of the people got clarity.
I'm a call.
Go ahead. What you
I'm
gonna
a
say?
call right back. I got about 10 minutes, so I'm gonna
Okay,
call
yeah,
right
let's
back.
do it. Okay, let's do it.
Got
All
you.
right.
All right.
Yeah, that's Poo Simms on the line. I don't know Poo Simms personally. I just got, through the grapevine, this person hit this person, so I'm letting them speak. Again, it's up for you to believe what you want to believe. There is black and white that will be provided. If you're interested and it piques your interest, I know at this particular time, people are so fascinated by who told, who cooperated. So information is coming out. We just we put it out there. You know, I'm just the vessel, the vehicle. It's difficult for me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be real with y'all. It's difficult to me because I'm always gonna be tied to Max B because of the interview that we did, the classic interview that we did. So that's another reason why I did this interview because everybody deserves a chance to speak. Just like Max was the underdog at that particular time. Nobody wanted him to speak. He wasn't getting no outlets or anything. So I just provide an outlet for a lot of people. You know, I ain't copping out or because don't think I'm sitting here trying to it ain't that. But I'm just doing an interview. And it's just all unfortunate that these things take place and the audience has to go through it with uh uh with us. And sometimes our allure to the person is really just the music, you know what I'm saying? And then we have to learn the man or the woman, and then it'd be like, damn, do I still listen to the music? Does the music get affected or how I feel about the person? This is all, deep, so yeah, it is what it is, but hopefully justice is served for all parties involved. You know, of course you see I did the interview with Guru Roach. Max will be home in a few years, so it is what it is. Yeah, I hope he calls back. I don't know if he's calling back or not. I'm sitting here waiting. I'm just killing time talking to y'all really quick. But make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the bell to get all the notifications. Everything be right on the screen, man. I can't keep giving it to y'all, telling y'all all the time. But yeah, make sure y'all subscribe. It is what it is. And in an event that he doesn't call back, he basically just said everything he needed to say, I guess. And don't think that is something missing, like I'm leaving something out. I'm just waiting for him to call back. So in the event that he doesn't call back, I'ma shut down and close down, and that's really it. So I don't think he's calling back. So I thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for subscribing. And yeah, it is what it is. It's Poo Simms, Max B's co-defendant. He called me, and I put him through to the people, and let him voice what he had to voice, and that's what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna shut down. I don't think he's gonna call back. He said he's gonna call right back, but he's where he's at, but I don't want to just sit here and wait for him to call back, and he doesn't call back. So if he had anything to add, maybe we could talk about it another day. But I think he basically said everything he needed to say or wanted to say, you know. So yeah, that's what it is, man. It's Doggie Diamonds, man. I'm gonna close out. Yeah, I'll holler at y'all later on. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'm out. Peace. Make sure you click subscribe, youtube.com/DoggieDiamondsTV. Till next time, peace.